Good morning, my beautiful people. This is John from USA Mode, and welcome back to Sunday Talk episode number 85. Here, my goal is to help newcomers, permanent resident, and also US citizens regarding your immigration questions. We can talk about different topics as well, and also I give advice to newcomers to United States of America. And Today, I'm gonna go over some of the questions I received from you guys. But before I start today's video, I want to wish you guys a happy Sunday, happy Valentine's Day to all of you. And also, I have another advice for newcomers to United States of America. After I go over the question, without wasting time, let's get started. The first question today will come from Chisom Mba. Chisom Mba asked this question: I'm from Nigeria. Can I apply for DV visa lottery for my family of 5 now? Well, thanks for the question. You can register for DV lottery visa on October. Okay, that's when you can register for it. And usually it starts by the end of October to like beginning of November. But you have to check the State Department website for when exactly you can register for the program. Okay, and also the result comes out on April. So April, like in 2 months, where people who registered last year, they will have their result in April. Okay, let's go to the second question, which will come from Salaheddin. Let me see what Salaheddin has to say. Salaheddin Nufir asked this question: thanks a lot for this video, and I have waiting for interview later. What about executive order of March 31st? Well, thanks for the question. Well, the executive order, the immigration suspension, is still in place until March 31st. So you guys who are affected by it just have to wait. Okay, let's move to another question. This one will come from I said get weight to Seoul. Do I fill out the I-485 alone or the I-132? My spouse is in the state. Well, thanks for the question. Sometimes when people file I-130 for their spouse, they file I-485 right away, which is a green card application to adjust on the status of the person. But for me, I think it's better to just file the I-130 first. Once it's approved, then you can adjust the status of your spouse in the United States of America by filling up the form I-485, which is the green card form. Okay, but like I said, some people do both. You can do both at the same time, especially if you are a U.S. citizen. Let's move to another question. This one will come from Lilian Villanueva. My daughter turning 21 on this March 2021. We started process done document since on July 17, 2020. All fees paid and documents submitted. I'm on F4 category. Is my daughter covered by CSPA? Well, thanks for the question. Usually, those children who are aged out are covered by CSPA, which is Child Status and Protection Act. But what I'm going to ask you is to double check with NVC or USCIS to know for sure if your daughter is covered by that status, okay, by that act. You have to check with them because I think there is a certain requirement the child has to meet in order to be covered by the CSPA. But please double check with those two agencies. Okay, let's move to another question here. This one is coming from It's Mary. What about children applicant who age out on 21 years old during this pandemic? Is there any exception hope to reply? Well, thanks for the question. Just go back to the answer I gave to the previous question. Well, normally when your child age out or your child turn 21 before he or she got immigrant, he or she goes to the interview, well, that child is supposed to be covered by the CSPA Act. But you have to double check with the USCIS or NVC to make sure that your child will be covered by that act. Okay, that's what you're gonna do. But normally, like I said, normally those children are covered by CSP Act. And also, not only that, the pandemic, something that is out of your control. It's not like something you did in purpose. The process is a long process. That's one thing. And then on top of that, we have a pandemic. So you have to check with the agencies. Let's move to another question here. This one will come from Gumball Astro. Gumball Astro asked this question. Hey Mon, how to fast on the pre-processing time on I-130 F2A cases? What is the processing time on that cases? From California Service Center. Hope you answer. Thanks. Well, thanks for the question. When I check, when I did my research, and basically for California Service Center, the F2A category, which is the spouse of a green card holder process, or also children of children under age of green card holders, where the process will take 17 and a half to 22 and a half months. Okay, that's when the process will take California Center. Okay, so you just have to be a little bit patient until everything it's over, especially the immigration suspension is over, because some of you guys who are affected by immigration suspension, like F2A, people who are in F2A category, those people are affected by the immigration suspension. So the process is going to take a little bit longer than the one I just mentioned, that down the 17 and a half to 22 and a half month. Okay, let's move to another question here. This one will come from Lovely Eat. Here's the question. I just submit my DS on 260 and civil documents, and now it says only submitted, not completed. Is that fine? Whiteness on place. Well, normally when you submit your DS on 260, if you complete everything correctly, it should say completed. Okay, if it doesn't say completed, it means that something is missing. So you have to check on your DS 260 again. Make sure you fill up all the form. Make sure you click on the name of every applicant in case you have any family members on the form. Make sure you fill up the form for everybody, and then check the status again. Like I said, it should say completed once everything is once you complete the form correctly. Everything's is fine. Okay, let's move to another question here. This one will come from, let's see, Vivian. Let's see what Vivian has to say. Vivian Amoa asked this question. Hi, Mount, my document was accepted in May 2020. Was waiting for interview date until Corona came in, but hasn't heard from them. Please, what do I do now? I'm in Ghana. My husband, who does it, is in the USA. Well, thanks for the question. Unfortunately, because of the pandemic, a lot of US consulate suspended their visa services. That's the reason why most of you guys didn't receive an interview appointment yet. So you just have to wait till the US consulate resume visa services in your country, especially here in this case in Ghana. And then once they resume visa services, NVC gonna be able to schedule a visa appointment for you. Okay, and not only that, I don't know if your spouse is a U.S. citizen, but if your spouse is a U.S. citizen, those cases move a little bit faster when the U.S. consulate resume visa services. But if your case, your spouse is a green card holder, the process is going to take a little bit longer. Not only that, you will be affected by the immigration suspension, which will be over on March 31st, so hopefully. Okay, so yeah, to answer your question, just have to wait a little bit till the U.S. consulate resume visa services. So I didn't check Ghana lately, so you can go to the U.S. The U.S. embassy.gov to check and see if the U.S. consulate in Ghana resume visa services. Okay, let's move to another question. This one will come from Rael Hassan. Rael Hassan asks this question. Hi John, I need your kind attention please. If a person went overseas for 3 months, and then after coming back, is the person can apply for citizenship, continuous residence already maintained. Thanks for taking time out for us. Really appreciate it. Well, thanks for the question. Usually, once you meet the residency requirement, which is one of the requirements to apply for U.S. citizenship, well, you should be fine. From what I know, it won't be a problem. Okay, so you travel, you come back, and once the rest of the requirement are met, yes, you can apply for your U.S. citizen. Okay, let's move to the next question, which gonna be the last question of today's video. This one will come from Said Faiz Hussein. Hello sir, my I-130 case is under process till September 2020, but now my current status is case is being actively reviewed by USCIS. Now when my case gonna be approved? Well, it's hard to tell exactly when your case is going to be approved, but one thing you have to know is that once your NVC is reviewing your case, you just have to be a little bit patient, okay? Because that person replied to, when I answered the question, the person replied saying, hello sir, my father was sponsor for me and he was a U.S. green card holder. Well, if your father is a green card holder, the process is going to take a little bit longer, okay? Usually the whole process can take 2 years before you come to United States of America. In some cases a little bit more than 2 years. And only that, now that because of the pandemic, the process can take a little bit longer. You just have to wait until USCIS approve your case, okay? Well, like I said, guys, I have another advice for newcomers to United States of America. Don't take stuff for granted. Don't take anything for granted, okay? Most of the time, we take stuff for granted, you know. The reason why I thought about this, because last night there was outrage here where I live, so I didn't have any electricity, didn't have internet, anything like that. So it was a little bit cold. It was like 30 degrees here on last night. So think about it, the heat was not working, so I slept, you know, it was hard for me. I was coughing, all those stuff. And I was thinking about it, I was like, man, you know, sometimes we have electricity. I have electricity here, I have internet, I can go to the internet, do what I have to do, you know, but not having it, I see the value of it, you know. Sometimes we take stuff for granted, okay? Just little stuff we take them for granted. We think like, oh yeah, we deserve it. No, it's a blessing. It's a blessing to have electricity. It's a blessing to have water. It's a blessing to be able to go to the internet, to do what you gotta do, to talk to your family back home through internet and all those stuff. But I didn't have it. I didn't even know I'm gonna make a video today. But fortunately, when I woke up this morning around 6 o'clock, everything is back to normal. I have electricity, my internet is working, all those stuff. So as a newcomer, when you come here, some of you guys who have a family here, you have a parent, you have a brothers, you have sisters, don't take it for granted. It's a blessing to have those people around you. So you know, you have to appreciate, you know, everything. You have to appreciate what they're doing for you once you come to United States of America, because it's not easy, okay? It's not easy. So in general, I just want to let you guys know that, you know, little stuff you know, we see every day. We have to really take a time and appreciate it, appreciate, you know, those stuff, okay? So guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope you learned something from this video. Whatever you do today, do it peacefully. If today is your birthday, happy birthday coming from John. And if you can do me a favor, you can also check USA Mond store. They have some USA Mond shirt there. If you purchase 1 or 2, that will help me you know, continue on making this video for you financially. So you know, that will mean a lot to me. Some of you guys who didn't purchase any t-shirt yet, please check the website. Now I have the link in the description below. You can check the website to support the USA Mond channel. Guys, thanks again for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next video.
USA Monde.